to just pay tribute to those we've lost. So the card is for you. Whoever wants to, you can write a name of someone you're missing who may not be here, and I will take the cards at the end and we'll actually read out some of those names. And we'll take a second for you to do that. Those of you who took part in that exercise, I'm going to read out a few of your cards. Siva brother Trips, my dearest friend, miss him a lot. Sibi's old friend died too young. Neha, dad. Mummy, 1950 to 2005. Thank you whoever wrote that. IDM, I really miss having you with us nowadays. Simran. Uma, my mom. Arindam. And Samar, whose birthday it is today. Thank you all for sharing that. And I do, again, want to say we take a few seconds to remember the people we've lost with love and meditation. So I think that's what Deepanjana means when she was like, there are heavy things in this book. But it's one of the things I realized, like we don't like to talk about difficult things. And I feel like we need to spend a little bit more time. And this is kind of where all my words probably do come together, is I think we need to find, we owe it to younger people especially, but also to older people like each other, to find ways to have conversations about difficult things. And that includes grief, that includes someone going through addiction, that includes someone, abandoning their kids and running off the hills. Rather than putting a lid on it, not talking about it, because that is what is actually, when we're talking about what's contagious, that's the shadow that spreads. When you're literally saying, you will not talk about that, that's where the shame and the embarrassment and the feeling that you might be weird because why else you're, not the other hand.
So also the power of fiction is that it will take these stories and not take the darkness away from them, but allow them to continue in a way that doesn't feel so heavy. Our most beloved stories, irrespective of culture, are riddled with sorrow, are riddled with injustice, are riddled with terrible, terrible things. And we have not sanitized them. It's not, I hope it's not because we're sadomasochistic as a species, but because fiction allows us, fiction makes it easier for us to carry these. And if we don't carry these, like you said, if we don't talk about it, then it doesn't make anything better. But to be able to carry something like grief without having the tools with which to make it carryable, fiction is one of those tools.
Yeah.
Without it, we are not just less entertained, but we are weaker, I think.